it done. Here, will you pay the man?
Yeah.
No, that'll do.
How much is it, love?
Stop with us, please.
Right, $4. There you are.
Thanks, mate.
Draw.
Ta-da.
There you are, love.
Thank you, then. What do you think, then, eh?
Well, has it got a balcony and a view of the sea?
As he tells us like, but I tell you what it has got. Taps that when you turn them on, hot water comes out.
Oh.
And the lift doesn't get stuck on account of the fact that we haven't got one.
Has it got a bed?
Way.
Hey, me and 4 o'clock in the morning flights weren't made for each other.
Well, you shattered, darling. I got a bit of a snooze on the plane.
Oh, well, I never can. Still, give me 2 or 3 hours sleep and I'll look human again.
Aye.
Oh, you're back then.
Observant as ever, Hilda.
Did you have a good time? Did it come up to your expectations?
Did what come up to my expectations?
Well, the holiday, the hotel.
Superb.
Oh. Only honeymoons do have a reputation for being a bit of a letdown.
Yours might have been a bit of a letdown, Hilda. Then you married Stanley.
I'm doing this in a traditional way, darling. Come on.
I married him. There's the difference.
You get your shoes off, darling. I'll put the kettle on.
Do you know, I knew there was a reason why I married you, apart from your money. Oh, Len.
What?
When did you do this?
I didn't. Langton did on my instruction. Do you like it?
Oh, it's lovely.
I mean, is this what you would have chosen yourself? I wanted it to be a bit of a surprise, you see, but I wasn't sure whether you'd like it or not.
Well, I do like it. I approve 100%. And it saves all mess of having it done while we're still living here.
Aye. Of course, we'll have to get the rest of the house done some other time. You could only do one room at once. But you can do that in your leisure, can't you?
Len.
Eh?
Oh, just that I love you.
I'm very partial to you, you know.
Oh, them last 2 weeks have been fabulous. Better than I ever hoped for.
I had a ball as well.
I felt about 17. Honest.
You looked it.
Still, we're back home now. Back to real life.
So?
So it could be different.
Why should it be? Look, darling, I don't want to go making any long speeches, any sentimental speeches, on account of the fact that it's not my style, and on account of the fact that I'm a bit shattered. But I would like to say that my only desire is to make you happy.
That's about the most sentimental speech I've ever heard in my whole life. And the nicest.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I'm sorry, Mr. Ogden, but I can't.
You lost your tin opener?
No, it's not that. It's Mrs. Ogden. I'm afraid she's put an embargo on you.
She's done what?
Well, she says I haven't to serve you with any more snacks. Not at this time of morning. I can give you a cup of tea, but that's about all, because you're supposed to be on a diet.
I am on a diet. Do you know what I had for breakfast? An apple and a piece of cheese.
Oh, cheese is very sustaining.
Yeah, but what size? It wouldn't come with thumbnail.
You got to think of your health there, Stanley. Every few extra pounds you carry about, the few months off your life.
I'll be dying of starvation. I'm a big lad. I need me grub.
You'll just have to put it out of your mind. It's not long till dinner time.
Dinner? Do you know what that is? Salad. Flaming rabbit food.
Oh, he just can't see that she's doing it for his good, can he?
Oh, I think he probably can, but he just likes to grumble. It's a game they play. He does something, she grumbles, and vice versa.
A lot of marriages are like that, though, aren't they? From what I see, one person always grumbling at the other.
Yeah, that's all they are, just one long running battle. I think Stan and Hilda actually enjoy it, you know. They may argue a lot, but there's a lot of affection there.
I don't think Len and Rita will argue much, do you?
I wouldn't be too sure. They're both very forceful personalities. When are they due back?
Today? Well, they should be here now if the plane was on time.
And you can't wait to see her, I expect.
No, I'm dying to hear all about it. You know, what the tower was like and the weather. And I wonder if she's got a suntan.
Oh, you don't go on honeymoon to get a tan, love. I take it you are talking about the honeymooners.
Yes, they're going to Mavis. They should be back now.
Oh, they're back at 8:15 this morning. Caught a glimpse of them, you know. Well, there's plenty of time later to welcome them back.
You were out and about very early, weren't you?
Yeah, well, I couldn't sleep very well, so I fancied a walk, you know.
Oh, you're obviously feeling better then.
Better?
Yeah, didn't you have a dose of the flu or something?
Oh, yeah, well, I had a good night's sleep.
Oh, there's nothing like a nice warm bed, I always say. When I've got a cold, I mean.
there he was under my blankets and letting Bet go nattering on.
Little devil, you see what happens? I leave him for 5 minutes, see what he gets up to.
You were only there because he had flu.
I believe you, love, don't we?
Oh, every word. But what puzzles me is how they expect Mistook Alf for you.
Yeah, I wasn't too pleased about that myself.
No.
Only light wear off and he was snuddled, you know, right under blankets.
Yes.
Anyway, that's my spicy news from Neck at Woods. What about you? Have you had a good time, or is that a daft question?
It's a daft question. Anyway, thanks for bringing these around. It's a nice thought, that.
Welcome. I didn't want you to come shopping, you know, on your first morning back.
That's all right, love. What do we owe you?
Oh, no, it's a welcome home present.
Don't be daft. Come on, what is it?
Yeah, well, go on. I suppose you do have more money than me. Well, it came to £2 10p, actually. It's only the bare essentials, you know, bacon, eggs, bread, milk, that sort of thing.
Listen, love, after 2 weeks of paella and octopus, I can't think of out nicer than bacon and eggs.
You didn't eat octopus?
No, I ate the paella. I married the octopus.
Lucky you.
Yes.
Ta-ra.
See ya.
Hello.
Well, we gave her what she came to see.
Yep, a glimpse of the Fairclough's intimate lives.
Listen, I better get myself sorted out and my unpacking done. There must be 3 machine loads of washing alone.
Oh, forget it, darling. Get your coat on. We'll go down the Rovers, have a pipe thing. I want to show you off.
Show me off? They've seen me thousands of times.
No. They've seen Rita Littlewood. They haven't seen Mrs. Fairclough.
Oh, all right. But let's not go to Rovers till tonight, eh? I'd just like a nice, quiet dinner time. Just us two, eh?
Settling in?
Beginning to feel more like home every minute.
Oh, doesn't he look cuddly?
Never mind cuddly. Do you think it'd be a good sales gimmick? I think we'd have been better off with a dolly bird.
Silly old fool making a daft show of himself.
Oh, I don't think he looks daft, Mrs. Sharples. I think he looks rather sharp. Trendy.
You may fool your customers, Mr. Baldwin, but you can't fool me. Albert Tatlock's only wearing that clown's outfit because you give it him free. And no doubt bribed him with a drink or two into bargain.
Well, it's just a sales gimmick, innit, to get the punters to come in to buy. They see the photograph in the shop, then they come in and buy something. It's business. Put it in a can't fail to notice spot, then centre window.
Will do.
Some folk haven't got the pride they were born with.
I mean, if you were offered something for nothing, you wouldn't take it, Mrs. Sharp.
No, I wouldn't if it made a blooming peep show of me.
Talking about peep shows, I hear Bet's going into business.
Just wait till I get hold of Supermouth Bradshaw.
Oh, shot both of us, has she?
Shocked you about what? What did you do?
He's not going into it, are you not, Alf?
Can't I?
No, because when I've made a mug of myself, I don't like it being broadcast.
Don't worry, love, your secret is safe with me.
It better be.
Oh, shit, tell me what you're on about.
Shut up.
How are the Mr. and Mrs. Len Fairclough? Has anybody seen them?
Ah, for about 2 minutes, they're fine. They're coming in tonight, you can ask them yourself.
Never mind that. What did you do?
I said shut up.
When I come back off honeymoon, I were covered in chewbleed.
Why, where do you go, love? Alaska?
Morecambe. Hey, it can get very chilly in Morecambe in November, even on your honeymoon.
Hello, where's the honeymooners then? I thought they'd be here showing off their tans.
Well, if they've got tans, Hilda, it can't have been a very good honeymoon.
They've got tans.
Poor Rita, and after going to all that trouble.
Really, Bet, sometimes your sense of humour does a great deal to lower the tone of this establishment.
I do my best, Mrs. Walker.
Yes, well, the point is, I wish you would be rather less vulgar and a little more delicate.
Then perhaps you should employ a more delicate barmaid. Ivy, are there any jobs going at your place? Girls there don't get offended by a bit of vulgarity, do they?
Oh, you'd feel thoroughly at home, Chuck. Mind you, the only thing I know what's going is evening cleaner. Do you fancy it?
No, I've done enough for Baldwin's dirty work. No, I think I'll stop here. It's all right if I promise to watch my manners, Mrs. Walker. Only I wasn't brung up with your social advantages, you see. Only being a Lynch of Harper and not a Beaumont of Clitheroe.
Wanting a cleaner across the road then, are you?
That's right, Hilda.
Fancy.
A Littlewood special coming up, no doubt?
Hey, do you mind? Some fellow whose name escapes me at the moment has just made a very honest woman of me. Littlewood no longer.
Give us a kiss.
Settle for bacon, eggs and tomatoes.
Good old English, not yeah. But, por favor, no garlic.
I'm not giving no garlic.
Hey, that hotel was fabulous, you know, but give me these intimate little dinner times any day.
Yeah.
Well, give us a kiss.
That's the second time you've said that.
It's the second time you've refused me.
Are you going to carry on like this?
Yeah, to a randy old age. Hey, we're going to shock 'em, aren't we? Signing on the old age pension together.
Yes, but you'll be there a year or 5 before me, laddie.
With any luck, yeah. But needless to say, you will have found yourself a younger man by then.
Oh, needless to say, so you better make the most of me while you can.
I am doing.
should have waited, but I was dying to see and hear all about it. I mean, if you enjoyed yourselves. And, well, I didn't think you'd have time to bother with dinner, well, with all your unpacking and that, so welcome home.
Oh, Mavis, sure you shouldn't have. Not nice, Len.
Isn't it? Yeah. What is it?
It's my own invention. I call it Mediterranean medley. It's to make you feel you're still abroad. And there's lots of garlic in it. Ole!
Well, and there looks to be enough for 3, Len. Knife and fork? We have company, Ole.
Thank you. Thank you very much. But, I didn't expect you to ask me to stop. I mean, I thought you might prefer to be on your own.
Now, what makes you think that you know you're welcome here any time you like, darling? Now, sit yourself down there. That's it. Give me that.
Thank you.
Hey, Stan, guess what I've just heard?
We just left him.
No. Why, have you heard something?
Have I, eh? They just got confetti out their hair, haven't they?
Oh, well, it's after the honeymoon you come down to earth with a bump, you know. A day-to-day routine. She's all for the glamour and the glitter, she soon get restless.
Elder, what have you heard?
Eh? Oh, yeah, there's an evening cleaning job going across the street.
Eh?
I'm thinking of applying.
Good idea, Chuck.
Oh, do you think so?
Yeah, should pay a bob or two, being evenings, you know.
That's what I thought. Mind you, Chuck, it'd mean you getting your own teas.
Oh, well, I don't mind getting my own teas. Not on a good cause, you know. How much do you think Bob will fork out?
Oh, well, I don't really know, Stan. But it should be enough to buy one of us a new frock.
My partner in crime.
Well, how are you this morning?
Oh, 100% better, love. Hey, I've been getting some very funny looks, though.
Me and my mouth. Honestly, I only popped in to wish Len and Rita welcome home. Seemed far too good a story not to share.
Well, no offence taken, love. Between you and me, I don't mind being thought a bit of a gay dog now and then.
Hey, I didn't paint it that colourful.
Yeah, well, as I say, there's no offence taken, love. And just to prove that, and to thank you for being such a smashing nurse last night, how about going to the pictures?
Pictures when?
Well, anytime you like. You let me know. I'll be there in my opera coat, twirling my mustachio.
Right, I'll do that.
You'll come?
I'll let you know.
Oh.
Have I come at a bad time?
No, you timed it very well. I was just having my dinner.
Oh, don't let me stop you.
No, I won't. It's only egg and cress sandwiches, not up to Green Vale standards.
Do you know what I have for my lunch?
Oh, let's see. Roast suckling pig, boar's head, and that dolly waitress with the platinum blonde hair.
Welsh rabbit.
Oh, yeah?
No, I'm a secret Welsh rabbit addict. Listen, what are you doing tonight?
Oh, I don't know about that. I should have to consult my diary. Anyway, while you're waiting, would you like a cup of tea?
I wouldn't say that.
The girls were talking about you this morning.
Huh? Good or bad?
Oh, saying you hadn't been round for a bit.
I've been busy.
And if you say a bit of what, I'll throw a soggy tea bag at you.
You knew I'd turn up eventually.
Oh, yes, I did.
I've been busy, honestly.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not going to blame you because you haven't got the strength to pick up the phone. You've been busy.
So, the diary. What's it say?
Oh, yes, the diary. It says you're very fortunate. I've just had a cancellation from Steve McQueen.
His loss, my gain. Well, pick you up about 6 o'clock too early?
Oh, come on, have a heart. Give me time to get away from the workhouse and make myself into a new woman.
What model am I seeing now?
Yeah, well, the in-between one.
I'll settle for that.
Well, look, then. I'll meet in the Rovers between 6:30 and 7. It'll save you messing about here being cross-questioned if I'm not on time, you see.
What do you mean, Susan Gale? Oh, I can handle those two. I get plenty of practice with Beverly.
Pardon?
The platinum blonde, the waitress.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're Rovers 7:15, and don't eat. We'll eat up.
Hi.
Hiya.
You needn't have bothered ironing that lot now.
Oh, I'm only making a start today. I'll only have to do them tomorrow anyway. Unless you've got a resident housekeeper you haven't told me about.
What do you think he's got you for?
Now listen, Langton, it's no use trying to stir it with your little wooden spoon. This is a happy household and it's going to stay that way.
Ah, it lovely.
I'll tell you what isn't lovely. That strip of wallpaper you've left off over there.
Yeah, don't miss much, does she?
Well, would Deirdre?
No.
Then what did you miss it for?
I forgot, didn't I?
Oh, didn't you measure up first?
Of course I did.
So what happened? Did you get your sums wrong?
Look, it were a rush job, and I did have to fit it in between all the other work I'd got, and I was single-handed.
All right, I don't plan on having a honeymoon every week.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
So you will get another roll and finish it off, won't you? Otherwise, you'll just nag me.
Me? I don't know first thing about nagging.
You want to go to my missus for lessons? She took a degree in it.
Shall I tell her that when I see her at Rovers tonight?
I'll do Walter.
I thought you might.
How's it going?
I've nearly done now.
Don't mind doing overtime, then.
If you don't mind paying for it, I don't mind doing it.
How long now, then? A couple of hours?
Oh, at most.
Good job your old man doesn't object.
I'd like to see him try.
Well, if he ever does, I want a ringside seat. Oh, hello, Mrs. Ogden. Funny time for a visit, isn't it?
Well, could I just have a word, Mr. Baldwin?
Well, I was just going. What about?
Only Mrs. Tilsley here was mentioning as how you was wanting a woman
Oh, was she?
for night work.
Well, Mrs. Tilsley seems very well informed about my requirements.
She's talking about cleaning job.
Oh, the cleaning job.
Yeah. I do have this morning job at the Rovers, and I'm sure Mrs. Walker would give you a reference as to me testimonials.
Yeah, well, the thing is, love, it's not up to me to hire a cleaner.
Oh? Who is it up to?
Well, it's me, really, but look, why don't you have a word with Mrs. Howard? She's still in her office. Sort it out with her, why don't you?
Well, you're the boss, can't you say?
She may have already got someone, for all I know. Oh, go on. She won't bite you.
Yeah, well, all I know is that you promised me those appliques for today. Look, we're all on standby. Look, if you don't come tomorrow, I've got 3 girls standing idle. Yeah, all right. Well, as long as you do. Okay, bye tomorrow. Though why any girl in her right mind wants to go around with red-hot crumpets sold here on a bum, I really don't know. Yes, Hilda?
Oh, they all go in for them filthy slogans nowadays, you know. It's pure filth. Walking pornography.
Yes, well, it might be filth for you, but it's my bread and butter. Now, can we leave the Mary Whitehouse idea for a bit? I should have been home an hour ago having a red-hot bath.
Oh, no, I have to see you on business, Mr. Baldwin said. He practically insisted.
Why should she look different? Well, they do, though, don't they, married women? They lose that carefree sparkle.
What carefree sparkle?
Oh, it shows once you stop being free of care.
Well, marriage isn't some kind of slavery. I mean, a proper marriage is a partnership, mutual support.
How often do you see that, though? Usually it's one party leaning, the other one being leant on. Then before you know it, the whole thing collapses and another happy marriage bites the dust.
You're a bit young to be so cynical, aren't you?
Oh, I'm right, though, ain't I?
Well, what's your answer?
Well, I should be asking you, Mrs. Sharp, as you've lived longer than I have. You should have all the answers.
My gum, she's got a knack of putting folk on spot, hasn't she? Well, between her romanticising and your analysing, there's a middle path. And it's got a lot to do with old-fashioned words like tolerance, understanding, and seeing the other folks' point of view. Then I am old-fashioned. And they've not come up with any new-fashioned words that say it any better.
All right. Yeah. Now then, on behalf of my wife and myself, yes, we did have a smashing honeymoon. No, we don't want any more cracks because we've heard them all. And yes, we're glad to be back.
And there is no truth in the rumours.
We are just good friends.
Let's hope it stays that way. It will, love. All it takes is a little intelligence.
Rita, dear, do you know I never did get the chance to see your wedding ring? Oh, charming. It's very, what's the word? Visible.
Well, now I've finally taken the plunge, I can't see any point in keeping a deep, dark secret.
Always did believe it pays to advertise, didn't you, Chuck?
Absolutely. Mind you, it depends what you want to advertise, Ben. Ben!
What exactly did you say to Alf Roberts the other night when you were busy turning him on?
Well,
He's only just asked me to the pictures out of the blue.
Well, I only told him that you madly lusted after him. In fact, you'd always fancied him on the quiet, ever since the first time he walked into your shop and asked for a quarter of streaky bacon.
Cat, you never.
All right, I never, but you did ask me why he'd suddenly ask you out.
I'm sorry I'm late. No, all hell broke out at the last minute, and then Hilda Ogden came in and asked me for a job. Oh, Stan, I've started your Hilda on, you'll be pleased to know.
Good. I can do with a new frock.
Well, look who's here. And how's married life then?
Hey, it's got a lot going for it. I don't have to change my own plugs now.
Usual for you, Elsie.
Yes, please.
Mr. and Mrs. Fairclough, would you have a drink with me?
Very nice of you. Thanks very much indeed. It's Len and Rita.
Are you and him...
just good friends.
Now, where have I heard that remark before?
When you saw Ella, did you go straight home? I mean, I'm famished for tea.
Well, no, No, the place was a bit of a pigsty, you see, and she said she didn't mind staying, so I don't think she'll be home till about 9 o'clock.
Well, what I'm going to do is think of the money what I earn here. It's on top of my other income, you see. So I'll put it aside every week and be real selfish for once in my life. Just think about me. I'll save it up till I've got something really worth spending, and I'll go out and give myself a treat. Buy something I've always wanted.
Such as what?
Well, I don't know. There's so many things I've always wanted, I'd be hard put to choose. Hey, what happened to all these bits of material on the floor? What am I supposed to do with them?
Chuck 'em in bin, I suppose. They're only waste.
Gas, you mean? Hey, does it take long to learn how to work one of them machines?
Not if you do it simple stuff. Oh, I'm going to finish me. I'm packing it in for tonight. I'll see you.
Yeah, right-o, Chuck. Yeah. Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, love.
So why shouldn't you go to pictures with her?
Well, you know how quickly these things can become a habit.
Aren't you putting cart before horse? I mean, he's only asked you to go to pictures with him. He's not booked Ted Brownlow's place for wedding reception.
Yes, yes.
Well, Elsie, if you're ready, we'll have to love and leave everybody. We've booked the table for it.
Hey, you're dining posh these days.
You want to eat at the most exclusive eating place in town. That's number 9 Coronation Street. You know, she cooks almost as good as she looks.
Oh, I'd like that. Very pleasant.
I suppose home cooking would be a bit of a change for you, wouldn't it, eh? How about tomorrow night, eh?
Tomorrow? I'm free.
Ken, how about you coming along and
lovely,
all? I
thank
could
you.
show you the honeymoon pictures, eh? Be great, eh, Mrs. F?
Mrs. Walker, you know that rocky road of matrimony that we hear so much about? I think Len's just tripped over his first rock.
Well, don't forget, if you missed any of this week's classic Coronation Street, there's the Omnibus edition on Sunday afternoons at 5 o'clock. Next, today on Granada Plus, the comedy hour starts with Doctor in the House.
Oh, there's no push, mate. I mean, we don't want you overdoing things, do we? Not at your age and with your commitments, like.
You are asking for a smack in the mush,
Well,
mate.
seriously, mate, are you sure you can cope? Because if you can't, I mean, just drop me the word and I can always spare a
The
few hours.
day that I can't cope will be the day they bury me.
It's a very important side of managers, that, you know, Len. You get that right, everything else falls into place.
How will you know?
Right, I'm off to cabin.
See you dinner time.
Well, somebody'll have to come home, won't they, love, and start getting things ready for this supper you've landed us with. Come to supper, Elsie. Bring a friend or anyone else you can think of. Doesn't matter that his wife of 2 weeks can hardly find a way round kitchen and hasn't got so much as a packet of sausage in fridge. What are you, Fairclough?
I didn't think, did I?
What are you?
Impulsive.
Thick. Morning, Mr. Langton.
Morning, Mrs. Fairclough. Isn't she a sweet person?
She had a point, though. I didn't think, did I?
Listen, women are not supposed to have points, especially wives. You want to get your foot down there, Leonard, before it's too late, if it's not too late already.
Like you did with your Deirdre.
Well, first thing when I got her home after the wedding, give her a damn good idea, just to get things off on a proper footing. Women prefer that, you know. They like the fella to be the boss.
Langton!
What?
You are going to put on that strip of wallpaper, aren't you?
Yeah, sometime this week.
Today. Otherwise, I shall tell Deirdre that you've been buying Arlene Fish and her mate cream buns in cabin lately. Langton?
Yeah, I'll do it dinner time.
Thank you.
Come on, boss man, before I puke.
Well, you know what Deirdre's like about other lasses. No point in causing trouble deliberate. Be daft, is that? Well, it is daft, what you're laughing at.
looks like new. You can't see a sign of a mark. It's pity you haven't got another wedding coming up.
How can it look like new when it's just come back from the cleaners?
You can't tell it's come back from the cleaners.
Of course you can.
Big mouth. Well, you can't.
Look, when you two have finished whispering, we need some up for dinner.
I'll get it.
Yes, you will, and you'll cook it and all. That is if your imagination can rise above Chinese takeaways and fish and chips.
I'll get us some proper fish.
Oh, yes, and what will you get?
I'll get us a nice piece of egg.
Oh, lovely, you need a bank loan to get egg today. No, a nice piece of finny haddock will do the three of us on a Friday.
Finny haddock it'll be.
Yes, and how will you cook it?
Fry it.
Oh, stick to Chinese takeaway, love. That's why we won't be poisoned.
I'll never learn to cook if I don't try.
Well, no one will go into mourning, kid. Hey, Elsie, you going to wear your wedding outfit for Rita's do tonight?
Well, what do you think I'm going to do? And keep your hands off it, because if you don't, I'll chop 'em off from the wrists.
You know, I think she's mellowing.
Could have fooled me. How do you cook finny haddock?
You poach it in a pan with a bit of milk and butter.
Well, even I couldn't make a mess of that.
Couldn't you?
Yeah, I could. Do you know who I fantasise about being?
Not Raquel Welsh.
No, as well as her.
Who?
No, Jean Drummond. She went to school with me, and she was a very cool person. Not beautiful, but cool and very svelte. She's got this sort of art shop now in Manchester, but she always looks like she's catching Concorde at Heathrow. She's married to a barrister or something. He's very handsome. He's got right strong, hairy wrists. Do you know, I've never seen a man with stronger, hairier wrists. Oh, she's very lucky, is Jean. Her father were only a plate layer on the railway, but it got one arm longer than the other from carrying a big hammer.
Fancy.
Life's full of contradictions, isn't it?
It certainly is. I should have been Ted Dexter.
That should have been Jean Drummond.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, you shouldn't be here. You should be cooking your new husband his breakfast.
He made his own. And mine.
Oh, like that is it.
But of course.
Oh, by the way, I won't better make it tonight.
Eh?
You invited me for a meal, or rather Len did.
Oh, he did, didn't he? You and a dozen assorted football teams.
Yeah, well, I've forgotten. I've got something else on.
Well, never mind. Some other time, eh?
Yeah, please. Bye.
Tra. Do you know, I'll kill Len. I wonder if he invited anyone else when we weren't looking.
Married bliss fraying round the edges already.
Oh, sure up, you won't get your prezi.
What present?
A little present from Tenerife, just to prove that we did something other than sit in the sun. Like shopping.
What is it?
Well, open it to see.
Oh, Rita. Oh, it's lovely.
And expensive.
But do you think it's me?
Of course it is. It'll do wonders for your image in summer, that.
Oh, it'll make me feel like Jean Drummond. Oh, thank you, thank you. It's ever so kind of you and Mr. Fairclough. Hey, you've not come into work, have you?
Why, is job getting too much for you?
No, it's not.
Well, I set off to come in, and then on the way I decided I'd far too much on my plate at home with this soiree we're having for Elsie and her swain.
Oh, he seems very nice. I had a few words with him at the wedding.
He's all right if you're hard up, like her.
I see. It's not in your nature to be generous in victory, then.
Look, Len had no more intention of marrying Elsie than he had of changing sex.
It's not what everybody says. It riles you, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't rile me. You rile me. But look, while I'm studying, I'll have a packet of them serviettes and a box of them coloured candles, which I just might get around to lighting tonight, 'cause candlelight'll suit Elsie better.
Oh, Rita.
I needed that.
Oh, me too. Do you know, I reckon I'm becoming alcoholic.
Oh, what are you talking about? I am one.
What is up with you two? Cushy jobs, good money.
What do you mean, cushy jobs? You try working for Mike Baldwin.
I did.
Oh, yes. Well, you know how he wants his pound of flesh, then.
I've still got the scars to show for it, love. Oh, tell me more. Oh, sorry. Hey, I'll tell you what could slow things up first. Give us a breather, you know.
No.
Another strike.
Oh, that's a good idea. Now, what reason could we give?
We don't need a reason.
It is obvious from the very first day that you can't do two jobs at once, Mrs. Ogden. You have skimped in here this morning. Skimped.
I have give it just the same attention what I give it every day, Mrs. Walker.
Exactly. You've skimped.
Oh, well, if that's going to be your attitude, I shall have to think seriously about where my best interests lie, here or across the road. Of course, I am in industry over there, aren't I? With all its attending advantages. Tea breaks, union, job security, holidays with pay. Last time I asked you for holiday with pay, you gave me a return bus ticket you hadn't used into Salford.
Could save yourself a lot of aggravation, you know, Annie Walker.
Could I, Mrs. Sharples? How?
Ask for your cards, yeah. Settle in a nice little OAP bungalow somewhere. You could get one quite easy with your connection.
And what would I do with an OAP bungalow, Mrs. Sharples? I've probably got more room in my Rover 2000.
Hey, you noticed the difference over there this morning, did you?
What difference?
Well, it weren't like a tip. Everything was nice and clean.
Oh, were it?
I didn't notice. Oh, you must have noticed. I was there till near 10 o'clock last night getting place tidy.
Oh, I remember now. One or two were complaining they couldn't find anything.
Oh, you're just like Annie Walker, you lot. Not worth bothering about. Still, not you what pays me wages. It's Mr. Baldwin.
Not for long, love.
Eh?
They're going on strike. And if you don't come out with them...
We'll thread you through a nutmeg grater.
Twice.
Half a pound of tomatoes, 2 grapefruit, tin of sardines, jar of olives, asparagus, 2 tins of pears. Well, at least you have a starter and a pudding.
Tin pears is not a pudding. Not according to Len, anyway.
They're only tin pears when they're in tin. Out of the tin, they can be pear, bell, Ellen.
What the hell's that when it's at home?
I don't altogether know. I read it on the menu once. I've not actually had it.
Oh, you're a great help, you are.
How's it going, then?
How's what going?
You know, marriage thing.
Oh, no complaints so far.
Is he...
What?
Well, very attentive.
Do you mean attentive?
No.
Well, like I said, no complaints so far. Anyway, you're flying your kite with Alf Roberts.
Don't be ridiculous. Me and Alf Roberts.
Yes.
Just
Right, where's me dinner then?
You must be joking. All noshing is suspended until tonight on account of I can't be the hostess with the mostest and head cook and bottle washer at one and the same time.
Come on, let's go to Rovers.
Oh, no. He can. You can't, Langton. There's still a little matter of a strip of wallpaper.
Oh, I forgot all about... Oh, I am so... Do you know, I meant to bring a roll round with me.
You did, mate. It's in the van outside.
Thanks, mate, for nothing.
Well, come on. Chop, chop. You only have an hour for your dinner, don't you?
I think I preferred you when you were single, and I didn't like you then.
Why do I like upsetting Langton?
Has my hair changed colour or something?
Oh, no, sorry, I'm going now. Sorry I couldn't be more out, love, but we're not really up to catering for dinner parties.
Right.
See ya.
See ya.
Aye,
Ta.
Hey, what's up with her?
She finds you fascinating.
Naturally.
No, she wanted to know if you were attentive.
What did you tell her?
I said you were better than a hot water bottle.
I won't be any good at all if I don't get a pint inside me right now.
A pint. I'm offering you a woman's mystery.
If it doesn't come out of a pump, I'm not interested.
Gee, a pint. Well, if that's what you want, we'll flaming well get you one.
Well, we couldn't have got up to much hanky-panky with him sticking wallpaper on the wall.
Ah, excuses.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Walker. My word, your bitter looks in very good fettle today, don't you agree, Joe?
Good fettle.
That implies that there are some days when it isn't.
Oh, no, I wasn't implying that, not at all.
I only wish that your cleaning was as consistently good as my beer is, Mrs. Walker.
Oh, me too, Mrs. Walker. But still, we can't all be perfect.
What are you calling to her for?
Well, I don't want to upset her, do I?
You don't depend on her for a job now you're working over there.
That's just it. That lot are talking about going on strike, and I've not even had my first wage packet yet.
Elsie, Hilda's glaring at you again.
So, what's new? Oh, hello. Have you come to tell me my dinner's ready?
Not exactly, no.
Have you been messing about with that outfit?
Oh, we've not touched it.
You're not thinking of wearing it for Rita's do tonight by any chance?
I might.
I'll give all my makeup to charity if you don't.
I got that fish. Finny had it, like you said.
Oh, good. I just fancy a bit of finny.
Yeah, you might fancy it, but you can't eat it.
Why not?
Well, you see, she is the only person in the world that I know that can make a piece of fresh fish look like poached boots in a pan.
Sorry, Elsie, we just stopped at Chippy.
You know, you're pretty useless, you
Oh, I
are.
would say totally useless.
Yeah, but my heart's in the right place. Come on.
Poor lass. I don't know what she's worried about. I can't cook neither, but it's never held me
Yes, but different with you. She hasn't got your personality.
Aye. Talk about me again.
Well, however did you guess?
Oh, from the sparkle in your eyes.
Hey, give us a pint, will you, love? We'll see, Ivy, yes.
Half a bitter.
Sorry, gin and tonic, love. I can't help my champagne taste.
I remember.
Hey, you are still coming tonight, aren't you? You and,
Ted.
That's right.
Yeah, oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I'll bet.
Well, I'm off, love.
I'll see you.
How long are you going to be at that?
Oh, about an hour.
Oh, you don't have to stick at it all now. Why don't you finish it off in the morning?
I'm not doing it for you, love. Oh, Mark Baldwin, I need money.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll see you.
Hey, enjoy yourself at Rita's.
Oh, I wish it was the Midland I was going to. Ta-ra.
Judith Fall?
Christina. I'm telling you.
Mr. Baldwin, could I have a word?
Yeah, well, yes, Mrs. Ogden.
Well, I was just wondering, is there any point in me going over there to clean tonight?
I don't follow you.
Well, in view of this strike.
Strike? What strike?
Across at the factory.
Well, have you lost your marbles or something? There's not going to be a strike across here. They're as happy as Larry.
But she said there was going on strike. Didn't you?
What's that, Hilda?
You said there was going on strike.
It's the first I've heard of any strike.
Listen, you told me about it at dinner time. Elsie Howard and Ivy Tilsley was here and all, and they never denied it.
I think you're working too hard, Hilda. 2 jobs, it's too much for you. And you're Stanley to bath every Friday night as well.
Oh, I see. One of your little jokes, is it? Let's have another laugh at Hilda. Well, it's a pity you've got naught better to do.
I haven't.
Bit of a practical joker, are you, bet, eh? Humorist.
I like a good laugh. And I can usually laugh at most things, except one.
And what's that?
You, love.
Ah, hello. I haven't come too early. I didn't want to catch you up to your elbows in gravy. You know Ted, don't you?
Well, we did meet at a wedding, mine.
Oh, yes, of course, yes.
Oh, yes. You know, I never thank you. The room, the meal, everything, spot on.
I'm glad you were pleased. Of course, I did have Mrs. Walker at my elbow, you remember?
Sorry about that. Hey, come on, part yourselves.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask. You know, I'm jiggered. We've had a hell of a day.
Well, it doesn't show, especially in that outfit. Not seen it before, have I?
No, first time on.
Really?
No, as a matter of fact, I bought it for your wedding, but I couldn't wear it. Well, it's a long story. In fact, it's a shaggy dog story. I couldn't wear it on the day, and I was absolutely fuming.
I can imagine.
Yeah. Where's Len?
He's getting changed. Would you like a drink?
Yeah, gin and tonic, love, please.
Ted?
Oh, same for me.
Right.
How do? Hello, love. You look nice. What a lovely frock.
Len, do you like to come and do these drinks?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Hello, Hilda.
I'm not speaking to you.
Why?
Telling me you was going on strike.
Oh, we were only having a bit of fun, love. You get plenty of that if you worked here. They're always pulling your leg.
I do work here. Of course, only in the humble capacity of a cleaner. What are you still doing here at this time, anyhow?
It's a rush order. Mark Baldwin wants it by tomorrow.
Oh. Hey, is that hard?
Hey?
What you're doing, is it hard?
Is it heck? Not if you know what you're doing. It's simply easy as falling off the log.
I've got a sewing machine, you know, one of them you work by hand. Belonged to my mother, and her mother before that, I shouldn't wonder.
Same idea.
Oh. You know, I suppose you could make nearly anything on that.
Yeah. Whatever takes your fancy. Girls are always making something for themselves. When Baldwin's not looking.
Fancy.
Really marvellous.
Oh.
There's a job for you at the Greenvale if Len ever throws you out.
You must be joking. What do you think I married her for?
For me looks, charm, personality, not to mention me money.
Them as well.
No, this is lovely. It really melts in your mouth, love.
Oh, thanks, Elsie.
Hey, what's for pudding?
Pudding? Don't you mean dessert?
I mean, what's for pudding?
Oh, do you get a better class of diner at your hotel?
Not really, no. Whose side are you on? Rita, she's the cook.
Oh, so the way through to your heart is through your stomach, is it?
No other way.
Well, I don't stand a chance because I can hardly boil a kettle sometimes.
Still, you dress well.
Oh, true, very true.
Any more lamb, love?
Of course there is. Ted?
Love it.
Elsie?
Oh, just a sliver. I have to think of my figure.
Oh, I don't.
How long have you known Rita? Oh, 6, 7 years.
But not as long as he's known me.
Oh, I didn't know you were old friends.
None older.
Well, we'll have to have a chat. You can tell me what her vices are.
I haven't got any, have I?
What the hell are you kicking me for?
Come on, help yourself.
Ah, thanks, Rita.
Oh, thank you, love. What is for pudding?
Gooseberry sponge, if you must know.
Great.
Or cheese and biscuits, if those among us think that sponge pudding is fattening.
telling you, it's gospel truth. I'd love to go to the pictures with him, she said. In fact, I don't know why I didn't say yes there and then when he asked me.
Yeah, no, she never did.
All right, don't believe me. But if you're planning on joining the Foreign Legion because of unrequited love, don't because it's requited.
Hey, Al, fancy a game?
Aye, all right. Straight up.
Cross me out and hope I get split ends down to my scalp.
Come on. Still up to your tricks, Lynch?
They don't hurt anybody.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
But you did.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And you would again. You see this smile? It reflects a fairly happy person. A couple of months back, it was glued on like my eyelashes. I can't take the risk of that happening again.
Life's not worth living if you don't take a few risks.
Hey, do you think them two are getting together again?
Too surprised. People seem to change their minds like they do their shoes these days.
Tell you what, if she does go back with him, I couldn't make same song and dance, could I, now he isn't married?
You were rather stayed with her, and with me.
Not that it did much good.
Does it ever?
Oh, I think so. A lot of folk in world I could put straight if I was given half a chance.
Mr. Baldwin, is my husband in, do you know?
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh,
Oh, wait, just a minute. Everything all right over there?
Why'd you ask?
You were the last to leave, weren't you?
Oh, yes, everything's fine. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Stan.
Hello, Chuck.
You'll never guess what I've just been doing over there.
Robbing the safe.
Shut up, don't be so daft. No, I've been sewing with one of them machines.
All right.
Very easy once you get the knack.
You're supposed to do cleaning over there, not machining.
Supposed to know. Do you know, I could make anything I liked over there at night on my own. There's the machinery and the materials. Could have a very nice little sideline. Oh, I'm not as daft as some folks think, you know, Stan. Not be a long choke.
Lynn, you fancy a cigar?
I don't mind, thanks.
I brought a couple. Unless, Rita, do you mind if we...
No, I like the smell of a cigar.
Thank you.
So do I. I wish you could smoke them instead of fags.
Oh, we shouldn't smoke anything at all, really.
Ah, that's lovely, thank you. By the heck, I feel at peace with the world.
Me too.
Do you know where I often wish? That my old dad could see us now. His ambition in life was to earn 20 quid a week. He thought that were a fortune. I don't think he ever managed 10.
Fine, we're very lucky.
You've enjoyed your life up to now, Elsie?
Oh, it's had its ups and downs. There've been 2 or 3 things I could have done without.
Like 3 husbands, eh, Elsie?
Yeah.
Anybody want a drink? Brandy?
No, thanks, love.
No, thanks, no.
I'll join you, Lynn. Yes, thanks. By the way, where's the...
Upstairs, first on the right.
Thanks.
Are you sure, Elsie, love?
No, thanks.
Hey, didn't he know about your 3 marriages?
I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's not one of those things that you can keep a secret forever, is it?
Cheers.
Cheers, love.
Something wrong?
No.
Oh, Rini.
Well,
Any night you like.
pardon?
Well, you know, you can go where you want. Flicks or a meal. It's up to you, really.
That's very kind of you, Al.
No, it's you that's doing me a favour.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you when I'm free.
Yeah, I'll make it soon.
Yeah, I will.
You've got a funny look on your face, love. Like somebody's dropped hot jam down your neck.
Alf seems to have got the idea from somewhere, and I wonder where, that I'm dying to go out with him.
Has he? Fancy. And are you?
And if it proves to be a disaster, do you know who I'm going to blame?
Who?
You.
Oh, well, don't worry. I shouldn't think it will be. Because I reckon Alf Roberts is the best thing since Charlton Heston. You all right, Alf?
Anything Rini wants, love, on me.
See what I mean? You've got it made.
I could have cut my tongue down. I never should have said it.
Well, if she's serious, what's it matter how many husbands she's had?
Of course it matters. A fella's bound to get suspicious over somebody who's had 3 husbands. He's going to ask himself whose fault it was it didn't work.
He had to know.
Not from me.
I don't see why you're so bothered.
I'm not that much of a bitch. If he's gone off, I'll never forgive myself.
He won't have.
Len Fairclough.
Hello, Mavis. What can we do for you this time of night? Eh? Yeah, she is. Yeah, hang on. It's Mavis. She wants you.
What's she want?
I don't know. She sounds as if she's in a flat spin, as usual, about something.
Oh, well, I'm in no mood for Mavis's problems tonight. Tell her I've just got him bath or bed or something.
Hello, Mavis, love. I'm afraid Rita's just got in the bath this very second. Yeah, is it anything that can wait until tomorrow? Yeah, all right, then. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Look after yourself.
Thanks, love.
Pleasure.
I wonder what it was she wanted.
Classic Coronation Street on Granada Plus at the same time tomorrow when we find out what happens to Mavis. In just a moment this evening, The Comedians.